Mario Kart's got a lot going for it. Playing it with friends will either result in happy get-togethers or brutal killing spree. Take your pick on whoever you want to hang out with. Yes, you're racing to see who gets the gold while attempting to fuck with or fuck over all that oppose you, but I mean, at least the settings are pretty cool. Whether or not the Mario Kart series takes place in established locations or new ideas brought to fruition, every Mario Kart game's likely to have a layout you'll enjoy. From pretty scenery to flat-out fun factor, there's not a well-defined area where you can go wrong. And hey, there's even rumored DLC coming for Mario Kart 8, now's a good time. Of course, I'll be examining one track per game, however, if they get remade, then that's fine, they'll be counted for their origins. Also, nothing from the arcade ports. I have nothing against them, I just don't have the time to find an arcade that has them. I hear you can emulate them, but let's stick to what we know we can make do with. Racing games can take place in a wide variety of locations, but not a lot of them have any interior themes. I don't have time for your outside shit. Fucking who does that? Oh. Regardless, you would think that constructing a racetrack based on interior design would be impossible, sans those Sonic the Tank Engine toys. Dude, those were the shit. Did anyone have those as a child? The punchline is Coconut Mall. To be fair, making a racetrack based off of mall is more plausible, and I'm glad it's pulled off effectively. You spend most of your time in the mall itself, driving up escalators, jumping off fountains at the plaza, speeding through a bunch of shops, but you can't see those shops under most circumstances because, well, you're trying to win. You even go through the parking lot while having to avoid being ran the fuck over! While this track did get remade in Mario Kart 7, I honestly prefer the old one, mostly because it looks a bit better on top of having your Miis in the sidelines. Hey man, there's nothing like seeing Hitler rooting for you. I'm fun at parties. I swear. I'm a simple man. It doesn't take a lot for things as little concepts to get me excited over something. So long as I can find an experience with it, it's all worth it. That being said, what the heck is with Baby Park? This course takes place in the central hub of an amusement park. That's all I gotta say about that. It was only a matter of time before I get to the central fucking this course provides. The layout's just an oval, but to compensate for that, you have 7 laps to race on, and its short length means that shit is flying constantly, and you have a better chance of lapping people, let alone more than once. You have to be some kind of love child of Niagara and Komoda to have the luck it takes to go through an entire race of Baby Park without getting hit once. Online. It was remade on the DS, but to be honest, it's not as exciting there as it is on the GameCube, no thanks to hardware limitations. Oh, but it's okay, just make another Mario Kart game with an anti-gravity mechanic that even allows racers to boost off of each other, and add this course as well as a faster engine class and later updates or DLC, and you have a sight to behold. You know, if I'm gonna get fucked, at least take me out to dinner first. It's kinda shocking how little courses there are based off of already established areas. Don't get me wrong, we have a lot of fresh ideas, but it's also refreshing to see a new take on well-known locations. Exhibit A, Airship Fortress. This track takes a lot out of those airship levels from Super Mario Bros. 3. We have a section where you have to narrowly avoid bullet bills right out of the starting line, a lot of rocky wrenches, as well as 2 ongoing flame jets. That's all fine and dandy, but there's a bit more to it. I'm kinda surprised there aren't any incoming cannonballs in this course, but, you know, I'll take simulating one just fine. Remember in DK Mountain where you got shot out of a giant cannon and scaled down the rest of the mountain itself? I'd love to have lunch with the guy who came up with the idea of replicating it here. Except here, instead of scaling a mountain, you partake in a drifting dick lifting contest down a spiral tower. I bet mine is bigger than yours. Maybe. There might not be many courses based off of already existing locations, but if there's one name Mario Kart has made for itself, it would be Rainbow Road. Of course, as would a track in space do for you. Something that Mario Kart 7 brought to the table were courses divided into sections rather than having you race in the same layout 3 times at minimum. Yeah, I think you know where this is going. This isn't just your rainbow-themed racetrack in space like a majority of its iterations. This may as well be the definitive racetrack in space. There's a lot going on in Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road. Sure, you have your sections of that sweet rainbow-colored trail, but even those have been ramped up with conveyor belts, boost pads, rotating tubes, and wavy tracks, making for a ton of boost opportunity. However, this isn't enough. You also have the opportunity to race on Saturn's ring and trick off of the moon's craters. That's right, a chunk of the solar system is now at your racing mercy. Combining this with an awe-inspiring composition, and you have a near-perfect track that is yet to be bested. Until... It was only a matter of time before we got to this one. Hey, being a more recent title in the sub-series, are you surprised that I found something from Mario Kart 8 I enjoy more than all the rest? Believe it or not, it wasn't always like this. It didn't take until 8 Second Go at DLC for me to consider such an option, but leave it to Big Goddamn Blue to not just deliver, but surpass expectations I didn't even know I had. And It's one thing to have an F-Zero course, but to have another and for me to love it even more? Fuck! This is hands down the fastest Mario Kart has ever gotten. Let us count the ways as why this course is the perfect substitute for an F-Zero game. Like Baby Park, Big Blue's always an anti-gravity, as I explained that you boost off of your competition. On top of that, there are these little sections where you can fill up your coin count. The boost is only slight, but every bit helps. Pile on a shitload of boost panels, conveyor belts, waterways, and 200cc, and you're never without a dull moment. This track even comes packaged with satisfying shortcuts, beautiful lush environments that even play along with the anti-gravity, and that goddamn saxophone! This track epitomizes anything fun in Mario Kart, and I can't wait to see how the possible NX title will beat this. If it's even a possibility. Hey, thanks for watching. You may be wondering what the heck happened with my videos. Let's just say if you are one of those people, then you didn't watch my update / speed draw, Mr. or Miss. I wouldn't normally recommend watching those, but there's a lot happening, and that video will keep you up to speed with it. But anyways, if you have a topic you would want to see me do, then feel free to ask. I have a lot of ideas anyway, but I'm always for taking suggestions. But that's all I have for now. See you guys later.